Massive. Constituency number 8. Divided and reunited. Constituency number 8. Comrades of Labour, a special good night to you. I bring you greetings from constituency number 1. Number 1, as you know, is solid in East Bastille and solid with Dr. Earl Asim Martin. But I am also convinced in my mind that number 8 is solid with Dr. Terrance Drew. Can you give him a round of applause, please? Comrades, Dr. Drew is a young man. Dr. Drew is a young man full of ideas, full of thoughts for the development of this constituency. And I can say to you that for the last couple of months that I have been working with Dr. Drew, he has a passion for the people of this constituency. I have seen him at work in our meetings, the things that he has come forward and requested for this constituency, the type of development that he's requesting for this constituency. And I have seen quite a few things happened over the last year or so for this constituency. One of the good things that I have seen so far is the fencing of the Conaree playing field right here in Conaree. Give him a round of applause for that, comrades. I recall when he came to the meetings and he was quite passionate that the people of Keon, the football team of Keon, the number 1 team, should have of Conaree, should have a proper playing field. We said to him, they deserve it. And I'm glad to report to you tonight that as the minister responsible for infrastructure development, that project has been executed and executed under the direction of Dr. Terrance Drew. Can you give him a round of applause, please? He also came to cabinet, the extended cabinet, and he spoke about the roads right down there in Conaree. And he said to me, Dr. Martin, the roads need to be improved. I said, Dr. Terrance Drew, let us go and visit and see exactly what you are speaking about. We visited there, and immediately we had those roads repaired under the direction and the leadership of Dr. Terrance Drew. Give him a round of applause for that. And comrades, he went on to say that there are young men and young women over here in Conaree who are involved in farming. And they too must be part of the agricultural wave that is happening in this country. And he requested of the Minister of Agriculture that he must have the greenhouse right over here for the young men and the young women who are involved in agriculture. He said that the old-time farming must come to an end. Modern farming must be the thing for the young men and the young women over here. And I'm glad to report to you tonight that the young men and the young women over here now have their own greenhouse. Give him a round of applause for that. And as I said in Molyneux the other night, that these greenhouses will be expanded all around the island. So if you have one greenhouse right here in Conaree, you will get more because of this caring Labour administration. Give your representative a round of applause. And when Don Hamilton want to come and claim what? Everything now happening on the Labour and happening on the Terrance Drew. Give him a round of applause again for that, comrades. And then he went on a little further. He said that the young men and the young women and the children who are in primary school, who attend the primary school, must have the opportunity of some form of scholarships to move on. And he put in place a program where he donates scholarships to the children over here in Conaree, right here in this constituency. Give him another round of applause for that. And he took it not only from the primary school level, but up to the secondary school level for those students there. That is what Labour is all about. Not only about infrastructure development, but the development of the human mind, the human capital, and the people of this country. But on the other side, you can't compare chalk to cheese. Comrades, they have a man here who wants to run in this constituency. And you know, we end up here because he was forced out on Friday by greedy and raving Timothy Harris out of Keon. I end up over here. You should have seen him on Friday, how he looked. How he looked. Sheepish. Face bent down. Teeth drop out his mouth. Depressed. Pressure on him. But they ain't no Timothy. They ain't no Timothy. That is how Timothy operates. But he shoot him. Old people say when you make your bed, you must lie down in it. And they make up the bed with Timothy. But they're not finding out who Timothy is. And they force him out of Keon. But the Keon people are saying that if they think Timothy can get the vote over there, is Dr. Vance Gilbert can get the vote. Give Dr. Vance Gilbert a round of applause. That is what the people out there keeping Keon are saying. They say it's one thing they're doing right now in Keon is crossover. And they're crossing over to Dr. Gilbert. And the same thing is happening right here in this constituency. They are crossing over also to Dr. Terrance Drew. So I want you to welcome them and give them a round of applause for crossing over. Because it's one thing you must know. People always want to be on the winning side. And Labour is the winning party in this country. Give Labour a round of applause. But comrades, this man they call Hamilton. For those of you who don't know him, who don't really know him, you remember the thing they call British American? He was the man in charge of British American. When people invested their money in British American. And up to now, some people ain't get back 1 red cent. But Sam Gay, he won. Sam Gay, he won. And he went in Parliament and he boasted about it. That he gave back his money. But if he was really concerned about the ordinary people in this country, they would have given back their store. But he and Hamilton wasn't concerned about the ordinary people. They were only concerned about themselves. But they had the plan long time. Long time they had the plan. You think you're on the opposite side, opposite party, you're there fighting, and the man over there in the opposition will come and give you back your money like that? It had to be a plan that will strike out long time, a deal. So all what happening now is no surprise. Everything is being exposed now. So all of them young people, all of them senior citizens, right here in Keon, right here in Conaree, in St. Peter's, in Keys. Some of them done dead. And they get sent from British American up to now. I wonder how Hammy going to go in front of them. How he going to go in front of their family and canvass. And when he's the man talking about health insurance, what health insurance he could talk about? What health insurance he could talk about? Can't talk about the health insurance. The only person who could talk about health insurance in this country is Master Libord, who has brought that program on stream. She's expanding the program. Where people now, all the citizens as it expand, become part of a health insurance. We had the days when people used to run here to get money to go overseas. That will come to an end. Because the national health insurance that will be organized by this government, already organized, but it will be expanded, come after the 16th of February, will reach all the citizens. Not only the citizens of St. Kitts, but will go over to Nevis. A oneness between the St.Christopher Labour Party and the Nevis Reformation Party. That is what we're talking about. A oneness between all of us. And that is why that program will be extended to include them over there. Because they got their problems over there. They got their problems over there with CCM. And Labour is saying the problems must come to an end. Must come to an end. But comrades, that is not all. They had a commission of inquiry to deal with the payment of monies to the Democrat newspaper when Pam was born and had some fire up there. And what happened? I am told that that company wasn't insured. And they were paid out some monies from national insurance at the time. Well, who was in charge of national insurance at that time? Who was in charge of national insurance at that time? I was told Liz Hamilton was in charge. I am told Liz Hamilton was in charge. And the Commission of Inquiry said that he was not fit for public office. He was not fit for public office. Well, if he ain't fit then, how are we going to get fit today? How are we going to get fit today? The only person in this constituency who is fit for public office is Dr. Terrance Drew. The only person who is fit for public office. And that is why we must make sure come election day, on the 16th of February, we return Dr. Terrance Drew in this constituency. And comrades, some people must lose their deposit, you know. And I want to make sure in this constituency, Hamilton loses his deposit. And the only way he can make sure that he loses his deposit is by coming out and voting your numbers for Dr. Terrance Drew.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting.
We can't assume that he don't win. We can't get complacent and feel he don't win. We have to go out there and work. We have 1 more week to go still. 7 days to go. Well, 6. We're counting down. So we must go out there and work. So I challenge all of the people in this constituency who said they are voting for Dr. Terrance Drew to make sure you go out there and rally. Talk to your neighbor about Labour. Talk to your neighbor about Terrance Drew. About the programs that Labour have started and will continue after the 16th of February. And the programs that Dr. Terrance Drew intends to implement. I don't want to go through them tonight because he will talk to them about himself. So I want to end tonight by asking you to go out on the 16th of February and make sure you return Dr. Terrance Drew as the representative for this constituency. Good night and God bless you.